I hated taking piano lessons as a kid, and I swore I would never force my kids to take piano lessons. I have 6 kids, and some of them like music and some of them don't like music, but throughout the entire time I was raising them, we really did nothing with music because I had such a miserable experience learning to play the piano as a kid. And so I just didn't want to have anything to do with it. And then kind of out of nowhere, my husband said, we really want to get the kids involved in piano. And I thought, no, I am not going to fight this fight. I'm not going to say every day you have to practice. I'm not going to do it. I don't have time for that. I don't have energy, and I'm not paying somebody so that I have to get in a fight with my kids. I'm not doing it. So he won this one, and we got a digital keyboard. Piano Panacea is unlike any other program I've seen. One of the craziest parts about this is that my kids fight over the piano. It'd be nice if they didn't fight, right? But they all want to be on the piano, and I hear kind of a lot, Mom, I really want to be on the piano, and they've been on forever, and it's my turn. And I cannot believe how much they are really self-motivated. They just want to get in there, they want to do it. And so it becomes the biggest problem that I've had with this is really crowd control and saying, okay, you've got to get off, and now your turn, and don't spend too much time on the piano so somebody else can get a turn. And it's been a little crazy. This is not the fight that I thought I was going to have to be having when it comes to piano. So basically what they've done is they've looked at all the different types of teaching styles and online classes and in-person classes and you going to a studio classes, and they've said, these are the best parts and we want to keep all these, and these are the worst parts and we want to get rid of those. And they've tried to create a panacea, which basically means a cure-all for all of your piano woes. That's what Piano Panacea is trying to accomplish. Now, I'm not doing it personally. I'm not learning, taking any classes from it, but my kids have started taking classes, and here's what I will tell you. They did a year's worth of lessons in about 1 month. No effort on my part at all. No telling them to practice. No influence from me at all. And the reason that they did that is because it is really age appropriate. It's really different age groups learn in different ways, and Piano Panacea has found a way to tap into that and say, I'm going to teach to little kids where it's just a party. And then when they get a little bit older, I'm going to teach to these kids with a little bit more of a logical order. So you can see that you are progressing through, you are actually learning piano and not just playing. And then as you get even older than that, they give you opportunities to really excel. And I should also mention, this is one of the cheapest ones out there. I have not found anything that compares with this cost-wise. So there are 3 main components to the Piano Panacea offering. This is what they offer. First off, there's an online program that they use called Piano Marvel, and I'll get into that because that's the fun part. And then they have an online community in the Piano Panacea. That's your own little group of people that you are in a studio together with, and you have recitals with, and you can talk to them, and you can interact with them and say, hey, I'm learning this song, and they tell you the song they're learning, and so there's that social motivation going on there. And then the third way that Piano Panacea helps people is through individualized or group lessons. So we do the group lessons, and one of the things that I have noticed is that my kids, if they ever do start dwindling in their enthusiasm, they perk right up again with those group lessons. They love the teacher. The teacher is phenomenal at taking them where they are and encouraging them and just saying, you're doing so amazing, and getting them to be excited about taking that next step. Okay, so here's what makes this so effective. With the little kids, it is all about fun. Okay, this is Piano Marvel. So I'm gonna go right into method, and you can see on the left, they've got all these different trophy cases, or trophies inside this case. What the kids do is they will go to wherever they are. This particular child is way down here on this one. So this is a song, and you can practice it. Probably one of the best parts of Piano Marvel is that while you're playing, it will show you this is the beat that you're supposed to play it on. You know, as you play, it will show you dead on, or it will say that was a little fast or that was a little slow, and you can see instantly, oh, I'm off or I'm on, and it helps you figure out the timing really well. And also on the notes. This note is exactly what you're supposed to be hitting. That note was somewhat near. Try again. And so you can actually figure out how to play the piano by watching in in that exact moment. And it's really powerful for little kids. But basically you will play it and it will give you a score and say, good job, this you got 92% or 100% or whatever. And when you get to, I think it's 95%, you will get a nifty little trophy for that. And it will fill up your trophy case down here. And as you go through and you start filling up your trophy case, this is more motivating than I possibly imagined. It is phenomenally motivating for kids. They love it. They play it like it's a video game. It's crazy. The other thing that this particular thing offers is that they have competitions. And I did not know how competitive my kids are. When every month they have a competition on here that they will say, hey, we're playing hymns this month, or we're doing, I think July they had a national anthem or patriotic songs. And so they have all these different songs that you can play. And if every one you play and you pass off, you get to keep score of how well you're doing. And you get up against all the millions, or I don't know however many people are in Piano Marvel, but you also can go into your Piano Panacea group and say, my studio, how am I doing? And inside my studio, am I first or second or third? And my kids are crazy competitive. They get on there and they will just bust out tons and tons of songs, and they are getting really good on the piano without even knowing what they're doing. They don't know that they are learning piano. They're certainly not suffering through piano lessons. They're just having tons and tons of fun. So that's a big one with little kids. Piano Marvel is just fun, and they do it to compete, and they do it to win, and they do it because they can see their own progress, and it's just super duper effective for little kids. But in addition to that, they have some other things that work really well for older kids. Specifically, they have a course that has been written like pretty much every other online course. You've got modules, you've got little quizzes, you've got videos to watch and exercises to do, and it will teach you, this is middle C, this is more of the background stuff that you need to know. That's much more interesting as you get older, and so this is really helpful for the older kids. And the last thing that Piano Panacea offers that is super duper effective is their social aspect. So they have a couple of different things that they do for social. The first is just recitals. And so, you set up a phone in front of your kid and say, please play the song that you're doing for the recital. They play the song, you send that into the studio edits it, and then they have this big recital where everybody's brought in their individual recordings of them doing their songs, and you get to all sit there. And it's not like any other recital that I've ever been to before, because you don't have to go anywhere. It's online. So that's super convenient. And then also you get to interact with people. The whole time that somebody is playing on screen, everybody's cheering each other on and texting each other back and forth and talking about what a great performance and I sure love this. And there's just a lot of positive affirmation going on inside the studio itself. So that's one of the ways that they're very social. So they have these online communities that you can text back and forth with the teacher, and you can also text to the other kids your age and be able to talk with each other and say, I'm really struggling with this, or I saw that you did great on this on Piano Marvel. That's awesome, good job, whatever. They just talk to each other on here. And the last thing that Piano Panacea offers is lessons. They give group lessons if you're interested, or they give individualized lessons. So Piano Panacea is kind of set up like a ladder that you can go in at that bottom level and just do Piano Marvel for fun. And then if you are really interested in going up another step, then you get their class and you do their online class where it teaches you some more of the technique and the background stuff. And if you want to take it up another step, you can take those classes either in groups or individual. And of course, they all cost different amounts, but it is really tailor-made to whatever you want to do, whatever your kid is interested in doing. The whole point is to really love the experience of learning the piano. And I've got to say, my kids have. I just say, hey kids, go play the piano. And they do. And they come off playing these amazing songs. And I'm constantly walking by saying, what is happening? Why is this working? I don't know. I don't care. It's working. The kids love it. They are really coming to love music. And this creates a space inside of them that they go out and they discover new songs and create a lot of beautiful music in our home. I love it. I hope that this is helpful to you. I hope that you check it out. See if it works for your family, because this has been such an eye-opener for me of what is possible as far as learning the piano in joyful ways. Thanks. Catch you on the next one. Bye.